The girl looked into the distance nervously and pulled the trigger. She thought she could kill the terrifying monster, but instead, she completely enraged it. The creature charged toward her and her teammates. The three of them ran for their lives and managed to cross the safety line just in time. The monster stopped right at the border, as if something invisible was holding it back. 3 years earlier, countless monsters had erupted from the ground and wiped out nearly all humans within a month. But for some unknown reason, they never crossed the 3,000-meter sea line. Those who lived above that altitude survived and built a new life. Now, after 3 years, humans had mostly stabilized their lives, but medicine was still in short supply. Will's son, who suffered from a lung disease, depended on daily medication to breathe properly. Desperate to save him, Will made a bold decision. He would risk his life to go down the mountain to the old hospital in search of medicine. His friend Xiaomei, tired of her boring life, chose to accompany him. To reach the hospital safely, they needed help from physicist Anna, who had invented a special compass that could detect nearby monsters. Anna spent her days researching ways to kill the creatures, but so far, nothing had worked. When she heard about Will's plan, she decided to join them, hoping to find new materials in the lab down the mountain that could help her research. Unknowingly, that decision would change the fate of humanity. After a long journey, they reached the entrance of an abandoned mine, the final obstacle before the hospital. As soon as they entered the cave, Anna's compass suddenly stopped working. Their path was blocked, and the only way forward was through the lower tunnels of the mine below the safety line, deep inside monster territory. There was no turning back. Determined to save his son, Will pressed on. The group followed a pipe downward, nerves tense as danger surrounded them. Suddenly, a red glow flickered in the dark. They panicked and tried to run, but the monster was already closing in. Xiaomei spotted a small hole in the wall and shouted for everyone to get inside. Unfortunately, it was a dead end, and the monster now blocked the entrance. They turned off their lights and held their breath, knowing the creatures hunted by sensing carbon dioxide. But no one could hold their breath forever. In a desperate move, Will lit a flare and tossed it into a corner to distract the monster. It worked, but as Xiaomei tried to dig open another hole in the wall, another monster lunged from the outside. Before anyone could react, its sharp tail pierced his chest, killing him instantly. Anna quickly dragged Will to safety through a narrow passage. Heartbroken over their friend's death, they had no time to grieve. Behind a stone wall, Anna found a hidden ladder that led them out of the mine. Exhausted but alive, they continued their journey. Luck finally smiled on them when they discovered a car filled with fuel. Using it, they sped down the mountain and reached the abandoned hospital. Inside, Will found the medicine his son needed. But just as they were about to leave, a massive tail burst through the wall, impaling him against it.